Hello and happy Wednesday. My name is Colleen, and today we are talking about how to hire a dental assistant. We're bringing you 7 steps to hiring a dental assistant. So, if you were around last week or you got to see the recording from last week's stream, we talked about how to hire a dental hygienist and we gave you 7 easy steps to hire a dental hygienist. This week, we are talking about dental assistants because just like dental hygienists, dental assistants also play a crucial role in any dental office. They work both with to provide patient care and also with teams in order to ensure that all of the administrative operations that kind of go on in the office are done so in a streamlined manner and that everything just kind of runs really smoothly. So it's really important to find the right dental assistant, the right fit for your office to ensure all those things are taken care of and running as smoothly as possible. So, like I said, today we are going to be talking about the 7 steps to hiring a dental assistant. But before we dive too deeply into that, just want to talk for a moment about Princess Dental Staffing. They're a dental job board and they have positions available for dental assistants and, of course, dental hygienists, dental receptionists as well, dentists, and a lot of other different dental professions in a variety of areas. We're talking full time, part time, temporary, and permanent roles available. So if you're a job seeker, hop onto princessdentalstaffing.com today, see what positions they have available in your area. You can also create a profile and get your information in front of hiring managers. And if you are a hiring manager, you can visit princessdentalstaffing.com. They've got a lot of really great information there. You can peruse candidates, post a job, and you can check out their blog, which covers a lot of the same topics that we cover in these streams. Okay, speaking of these streams, each week, Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a new topic covering your career in the dental industry. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to follow our page or subscribe to our channel. If you like the content that we're bringing you, please do drop us a like. And if you have anything to contribute to the conversation about, the content we're bringing you or about the dental industry as a whole, be sure to comment below with any questions, thoughts, insights. Let's get a conversation started and help each other out. Okay. All right. So let's talk about hiring a dental assistant. So let's first start off by talking about a dental assistant, kind of what they do, just to make sure we're all on the same page and, we kind of have that idea at the forefront of our brains when we're talking about hiring the right dental assistant. Okay. So, a dental assistant essentially, supports 4 main areas. Of course, there's a lot of different things that dental assistants do daily, but the 4 main things that they're kind of in charge of are supporting dentists during procedures. They help patients feel comfortable throughout their appointments. They manage office schedules and ensure the office complies with health and safety regulations. Again, there's a lot of other things that dental assistants do on a daily basis, but those are kind of like the 4 main sort of overarching areas where a dental assistant really shines. Okay. So, because of these diverse responsibilities, hiring the right person means finding someone who not only has like the technical skills and the technical knowledge of dentistry that they need to have, but someone who also has those soft skills and aligns with your office culture and values. So, those are a lot of things that you really want to make sure that you have before you hire a dental assistant, which is why this process is so important. So, let's talk a little bit. Let's go through the steps of hiring a dental assistant. And this should help you again find the right fit for your office so that your patients are satisfied, that teamwork is optimized, and that everything runs the way that it should. Okay. So, step number one, you want to define your needs. Okay. So, before you start even looking for a dental assistant, you want to take time to assess the specific needs of your office. For example, do you want a full-time or a part-time dental assistant? Do you need somebody that like to fill in temporarily, or do you want, a temp to hire position? Maybe you want to hire somebody on permanently to backfill a role, or maybe your practice is growing or something like that. It's really going to depend on the individual needs of your office regarding, what type of hire you want. Additionally, you also want to think about the certifications. Which certifications are essential to your office to ensure that you hire the right person? For example, these things might include, for example, CPR training or certification, X-ray certification. There are also some dental assistant certifications, such as an EFDA, that's an expanded functions dental assistant, RDAEF. It's a mouthful. So, registered dental assistant in extended functions. And finally, EDDA, expanded duty dental assistant. Okay. So those are a lot of different certifications. Which one you're looking for is probably going to depend heavily like on your state, your location. But those are the different kind of certifications that dental assistants can have. And it's, which ones you want to list in the job posting are really going to depend heavily on what you need this person to do. What are the needs of your office? What does this person need? Okay. So clearly defining your needs will help save you time and help focus on the right candidates throughout the hiring process. Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two, you want to use a job title that attracts candidates. So the job title that you use for your job posting will be the first thing that candidates interact with. So it's important to write one that attracts candidates, that really kind of stands out from all of the dental dental assistant job postings on the platform. Okay. So, but best practice is to ensure that the job title is short, sweet, to the point, uses keywords, and get a little creative with it. Okay. Step number three, you want to write a clear job description. Okay. So a well-written job posting is the next step to attracting the right candidates. Okay. The things you want to include in your job posting are things like pay. So salary ranges, by the way, certain areas do require, certain states, certain areas do require that you include pay. So this might be something that you can include. It might be something that you have to include depending on your location. So make sure to check to see, what the requirements are in your state and in your location. But it's always a good thing to include, even if it's not required. A lot of candidates are attracted to job postings when they list the pay. Okay, so pay is definitely something that you want to consider listing or may have to list. Talking a little bit about your workplace culture, your benefits, the schedule, the skills needed, the qualifications needed, and the experience needed for the dental assistant. Savvy job seekers are going to use this information in order to tailor their resumes and to ensure that they're talking about all the things that you want to read about if you're hiring for the right dental assistant. Okay, so you definitely want to include those things. And something else that you want to kind of keep in mind is that this job posting needs to be written for your target audience, i.e., dental assistant talent, right? Dental assistant applicants. So make sure that you are talking about things that are going to attract said candidates. So Princess Dental Staffing did a little bit of research on some of the top things that dental assistants want out of a dental assistant job. And some of these top things include, number one, a competitive salary for the area. So when you list the pay salary or the pay range or whatever it is on your job posting, make sure that you do your research first to ensure that you are being competitive and positioning yourself well within the job market. Okay. Number two, time to eat lunch. A lot of dental assistants, they struggle with having enough time to get nourishment, right? You need some time for lunch. Dentists who treat them with respect and don't condescend to them or talk down to them. They want to work with friendly coworkers, and of course, they want insurance as well. Okay, so those are some of the top things that a dental assistant is looking for in a job. So some of those things, if your office has some of those things, you definitely want to try to include those items, those items in your job posting, and that's going to help you attract more candidates. Okay, again, write what you need, but also write for your audience. Make sure that you're doing everything you can to attract top talent so you have a really robust applicant pool. Step number four, you want to advertise the job. So we've determined what you need. We've created a job title and a job posting. Now it's time to advertise, right? So you can post your job online. That's where most people look. And you will definitely want to consider posting with Princess Dental Staffing to help advertise your job posting. Princess Dental Staffing already has thousands of candidates already signed up on their platform. So this is definitely a great, and they focus specifically on the dental industry. So this is a great option to post your job and attract those top candidates that you're really looking for. There are three major benefits to posting your job with Princess Dental Staffing. First, they use structured data called schema to assure that Google Jobs sees your job and picks it up. So not only will it be on Princess Dental Staffing's platform, but you'll likely see it on Google Jobs as well. In fact, employers often see their jobs at the top of Google results because of this schema, the structured data. And this exposes your job to lots of people who are actively searching for jobs on Google Jobs. Okay. So you're widening your reach essentially to your target audience. Okay. Second, Princess Dental Staffing uses Open Graph Protocol. This improved the visibility of your job on social media sites as well. And finally, they have agreements with other third-party job sites such as Indeed, Monster, and Career Builder. So there's no need to spend time and expense posting your job on all of these different job sites because there's so many, right? It's just going to take so long to post them on each individual site. But again, Princess Dental Staffing, they have agreements with those third-party sites. And when you post with Princess Dental Staffing, candidates using those other third party sites will see your job posting on those sites as well. Okay. And when you sign up for an all access plan on Princess Dental Staffing, you'll have resume access to pre screened candidates, and that's going to save you a lot of time and effort as well. Okay, so a lot of really great benefits and reasons why you want to post with Princess Dental Staffing. Okay. Step number 5, you're going to need to screen your applicants. So now that you've done all that work and you've attracted all of that top talent, those dental assistants, really qualified dental assistants, now you're going to want to screen them and kind of narrow them down. So you'll want to review resumes carefully. You want to focus on relevant experience, certifications, and employment history. Again, you already know what your unique office needs are. So keep those in the forefront of your mind when you're reviewing these resumes, applications, cover letters, etc., so that you can determine a top group of candidates. Okay. So this is usually a lot more work when you use like a general job site, right? When you post on a general job site, you have all your applicants and everything. This tends to take a lot more work screening the applicants. But with Princess Dental Staffing, again, you save a lot of time, effort, and energy because they have pre-screened candidates. Okay. So again, another reason why you want to post with Princess Dental Staffing. Hi, Wild Seed. Nice to see you again. Thanks for the hey and the shout out. Step number 6, you want to conduct those interviews. So now that you've got your top group of candidates, you want to conduct some interviews, right? The interview is your chance to assess both technical skills, hard skills, which we talked about, last week, and also the cultural fit as well with your office. Okay. So there are 4 types of interview questions that you're going to want to make sure that you ask these candidates. Number 1, behavioral questions. Number 2, situational questions. Number 3, technical questions. And number 4, cultural fit questions. Okay. So some of these questions, some sample questions that you may want to consider asking in your interview are, how do you handle difficult patients? Right? Dental assistants, they're going to come across, difficult patients. How would they handle them? That's a really great question to ask. Can you describe your experience assisting with dental procedures? Right? Because that's, again, another main function of a dental assistant. So if they can kind of describe their experience to you, that's going to give you a lot of really great information to help you decide who you want to hire and who's going to be a really great fit for your office. And finally, what steps do you take to maintain a clean and organized workspace? Everything has a place, and everything in its place is always a great thing to strive to, right? Disorganization really just kind of wastes time, effort, and energy. So, having a dental assistant who really focuses on organization and everything is going to help you in the long run. Okay. So that is step number 6. Final step, number 7, offer a competitive package. Okay. So making an offer is super important. It's another thing that there's an entire guide about. So there are a lot of really great guides to some of these steps that go into like more depth on princessdentalstaffing.com. So I definitely recommend, after you've watched this stream or watched this recorded video, visit princessdentalstaffing.com for any other major burning questions that you have about, like, say, for example, writing a job posting or something like that. We've got really great blog posts and videos, etc., to really kind of help walk you through all of these different processes. So you are not alone in this process, okay? So, offering a competitive package when dental assistants are in high demand in your area, it's a must to offer competitive salary to attract top talent. If you don't, the small number of candidates available will simply accept the highest paying jobs, leaving you with, with no one to work, or leaving you with someone who is not quite the right fit. Okay, so make sure that you do the research and that you are offering a competitive package. Okay, and that's total compensation, not just salary. Okay. In some areas where dental assistants are truly scarce, employers will need to consider adding additional perks such as insurance, professional development stipends, bonuses. All those sorts of things can be really appealing to candidates and help you attract more top talent. Okay. All right, so let's talk about a few common mistakes to avoid. Number 1, pay too low. If you're not getting candidates, check other job postings for other offices in your area and see what they're offering in terms of pay, and that can really kind of help you gauge, how competitive your package is. Not posting the job. Okay, so taking the time to actually post your position exposes your job to a lot more candidates. And finally, overlooking soft skills. Again, dental assistants, they need those technical and those soft skills because they have that technical knowledge, but also they're working with patients on a regular basis and their colleagues and, dentists, etc., on a regular basis. So they really need to have those soft skills like communication skills, interpersonal skills, time management, and all of those sorts of things. So technical skills are important, but so are your soft skills. And those soft skills are really going to give you a little bit of insight as to how well they fit with your office culture as well. So those are some common mistakes and pitfalls to avoid. Okay. Now, I know these steps seem like a lot. They seem a bit overwhelming. Again, you have got a lot of really great support from Princess Dental Staffing. Okay. They've done a lot of work to help kind of reduce and minimize the stress that can, surface during the hiring process. Here are some of the other ways that, partnering with Princess Dental Staffing can benefit you. Number 1, again, you save time, right? Accessing a pool of pre-screened candidates who meet your qualifications saves you a lot of time, effort, and energy from, doing all of that screening. Okay. You can also save money because they don't charge the fees that many other services charge. You can make unlimited requests. So many services charge per request, but with Princess Dental Staffing, you can post as many permanent and temporary jobs as you want for the same monthly subscription cost. And finally, there are no contracts. When you're done hiring, simply cancel your subscription and they will be available again the next time you are ready to hire. Okay. All right, so those are our steps and top tips and common pitfalls to avoid, etc., when going through the hiring process to find the right dental assistant for your dental office. Okay, so hope that it was informative and really, really helpful. That will do it for me today, everyone. We'll be back next week with a new topic covering your career in the dental industry. But until then, I hope you have a great week. Have a great weekend. Continue to stay safe out there. I'll see you soon.